Rich nearly killed himself. We should talk about that.
All coming up on the Dirt Shed Show.
Yes, welcome to the Dirt Shed Show, and something of a dramatic Dirt Shed Show, which we're going to get to in a minute, because Rich nearly did himself in big time.
Yeah, baby.
Dude, how are you now? Are you okay?
I'm delicate, I'm delicate.
Are you?
I'm a little.
We've got lots coming up on the show, right? But we're going to get into this idea of maybe pushing yourself a bit too far. Rich really did, and I tested out what it's like to be where you were at.
Yeah.
So I pushed myself a little bit as well.
You did?
Yeah, I did. So let's tell the story, okay, Rich?
Go on.
You're going out to Arizona for a 24-hour race, because you love those 24-hour races.
Yeah, they're great.
And tell us what you can, but don't give away too much, because we've got an amazing video about this on Sunday.
Yeah, so for the full vid, everything that happened, start to finish, tune in to GMBN this Sunday.
Drama.
But basically, I pushed way too hard. The short of it is I buried myself good and proper.
What does that mean? Give us some numbers that tells us what burying yourself means.
Burying yourself is holding like a above 160 heart rate for about 6 hours to begin with. Then carrying on.
Of course, why wouldn't you?
Because obviously you do. It's where say for a lot of athletes and endurance guys especially, it's when your brain is almost outlasting your body, Mark. So my brain is like, you got to do this, just keep going. My body's going, no, Rich, you can't. But the brain overpowers that, essentially. So what happened is, I don't want to give too much away, but
the bit I'm really interested in, right, is because basically when you eventually had doctors intervene, okay, and we won't go into too much of it, right, you basically stopped because you had a condition called rhabdomyolysis.
Correct. Exertional rhabdomyolysis.
Exertional. Now, that's important.
Yeah, because there are different types.
Yes. Now, I was looking through all the details of exertional rhabdomyolysis, right? And I was like, well, what is it? What's going on? Do you know the other ways you can get that?
I don't actually know.
No. Right, so what you did to yourself, right, and you basically made... Your body eventually starts just stripping your muscles apart.
Shutting down, yeah.
Okay, right. The other ways to get it, right, this condition, is electrocution.
I didn't do that.
Setting yourself on fire. That would do it.
I mean, I am pretty lit, but I didn't do that.
I mean, this is extreme, Rich. This is extreme.
It's gnarly, yeah.
I mean, those would be other versions of it.
Yeah.
But effectively, the muscles wouldn't work anymore afterwards. And you could have basically ended up with liver failure.
Yeah, kidney problems. I mean, I'm all smiley and chuckly, but I shouldn't downplay it. No, it was pretty gnarly, actually, Mark. I'll be honest. It was... It is essentially where your muscles start to deteriorate and break down. So what happens is once that starts, myoglobin and proteins and other crap gets released into the bloodstream. Hence the peeing blood. It's not a nice experience.
All coming up on Sunday.
Yeah.
All coming up on Sunday. We're selling this one.
You know, like chest pains, lower backs, that's, kidneys and things.
Yeah.
It's gnarly, but
man, what was the bit that made you feel like something's not normal, Rich here?
Graphic warning, people. When I peed blood for the second time, you're like, ugh. Because the first time I was like, that's an inconvenience, but I've got a race to do to crack on. Second time was
That was your first warning, Rich, that was.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Well, second time was when it was darker. And you're like, oh, that's a hefty ratio now.
Oh my, stop talking.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I did a little bit of research on this as well. Physical research.
You did?
So I was like, well, okay, 150 beats per minute for 15 hours. Yeah, so about 150 beats per minute for a long period of time, right? So I went out on my handbike, right? Because I'm a bit of a beast.
You are, yeah.
As you know. And I thought, well, how hard is that? All right, so I went out and I pushed 150 beats per minute for as long as I could. I stayed there or above.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll show you, here's the stats.
Yeah. Okay, you did.
I recorded them off the thing. Where have they gone? They were there. I promise I did.
No, I seen them, yeah.
So I stepped it up at that level and I wanted to get an average 150.
Like, to get a feel for what actually that is like.
An hour and a half, right? It was very clear to me I needed to stop. What I can't understand...
Yeah.
I mean, you're fitter than me, of course, but what I can't understand is why you didn't get those warnings.
Well, you did.
My body was just like, yeah, that's a lot.
I did.
Yeah, you just carried on.
Yeah.
Oh, so you got them?
Yeah,
You're just an idiot.
Yeah. That's determined, I like to put it.
Determined.
You don't want to fail. You don't want to not succeed, so you carry on.
Another word is committed. Committed. Well, I tell you what, it's an amazing video. And it's an incredible story.
How long did you do 154?
I did it for about an hour and 37 minutes.
Okay, so like the length of an XC race, basically. That's about an XC race, give or take.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did I do an XC race?
The equivalent, roughly, yeah. And then, so for an XC race, I might average, well, you're just max almost. It's like 182 or something.
Oh, so I didn't do a very good XC race.
Well, you're older than me, so your peak heart rate might be a little lower.
Rude. Anyway, he has got a good video, even though he's rude, he's got a good video coming out this week. You know what I'd like to know, Rich? In the comments down below, this is a great video to get involved, right? Have you ever overexerted yourself?
Yeah.
Any experience of rhabdo out there? Oh, that sounded like rabies or something like that. Yeah.
Was that
any experience? But I'm sure there's not many people who've gone that extreme. But any ideas of any stories of when you've been out and you've
send them in, please.
Bonked stories.
So bonked so hard you've peed blood.
Bonking. It's the worst feeling ever, isn't it?
It's also a terrible expression for it.
Tell us about your bonking in the comments down below. Right, let's have some news from Tom.
What's up, everybody? Busy week this week. Headlining the news, we've got some updates to Canyon's range of Stoics. One of Neil's favourites, Canyon's bomb-proof hardtail, sees minor updates in the form of new colours and some updated build specs featuring 3 models to choose from. There's a new pedal in the Crank Brothers lineup. The Mallet Trail bridges the gap between the larger platform of the Mallet E and the more minimal Candy. There's a pretty long spindle on these, creating a 57mm Q factor. There's a 5-year warranty and 2 adjustable pins per side allow you to tailor levels of grip. More new products now. Cane Creek have launched their new IL shocks, coil or air, metric or trunnion, and intended for everything from XC to Enduro. These piggybackless shocks feature an impressive range of adjustability, and to help you fiddle with those dials, a nice magnetic Allen key stored within the climb switch lever, which is a super cool touch. The tech channel has got its hands on some of these, so keep an eye out there for more info soon enough. In the best of the rest, MRP have released a new lineup of chain guides with 4-way adjustability and tool-free chain access, covering XC, gravel, enduro, and downhill markets. Push Industries have announced updates to its already impressive 11.6 coil shock with a stroke-specific bottom-mount bumper, redesigned hydraulic bottom-mount system, and updates to the low and mid-speed damping to deliver a more active feel on trail. And there's also a new development program from Transition Bikes with a World Cup race team featuring Tristan Lemire, the Osgard sisters, Taylor and Aletha, Matilda Melton, and Valentina Roa. Transition Racing will be supported by One Up Components, Smith, Crank Brothers, SRAM, and more on that TR11 downhill bike. We're seeing a trickle of early season race results. Jesse Melamed and Morgan Shaw win at the Dolce Enduro in Italy. If you take a look at Jesse's latest video, he's actually sporting some black box brakes with a reservoir which sits much closer to the bars, so you can take a closer look at that. There were also XCC and XCO races at the Shimano Super Cup in Banyoles, Spain. Luana Lecomte and Luca Schwarzbauer winning the short track, Alan Hatherley and Haley Batten winning the XCO. Last but not least, national champs. The Santa Cruz Syndicate have been down under, hard at work testing. Jackson Goldstone's been winning national champs for races for countries he's not even from. Australia's race was held at Thredbo with Luke Meyer-Smith and Shana Hearn taking titles in the Cannonball DH, and Sam Fox and Rebecca Henderson winning the XC. New Zealand 2 was held on the iconic course at Coronet Peak. Toby Meek and Jess Blewett walking away with national champs titles there. Portuguese Cup 2, Jordan Williams took his first victory under Specialized Factory Racing colours, and Valley Hull also starting out her season on the right foot, taking the top steps in Taruka. That's all from me this week. Let's catch up with Toff for something sick, and I am going to go get myself a coffee.
Right, this week's sickest thing is this new full-length video from The Rise called NYB. It's filmed over a 10-day road trip from Montreal to New York City and Boston, and they stacked 17 minutes worth of footage. With riding from Walter Meyerhofer, Tom Kilcoyne, aka Tom K, Ben Desjardins, Nicholas Tilk, Michel Plonka, aka the first dude to ever do a bunny hop tail whip on 26-inch mountain bike ever, and Yo Welly. It's so sick to see some clips from the OG street legend, Anson Wellington. Also, shouts to Lewis Lomel for putting this one together. I don't know about you, but for me, it just got me so stoked to go ride some street. Right, that's my sickest thing this week. Time to go back to the shed.
Thank you, Tom. I like the news. Tom.
Yo, you got to remember to remind people to switch it up.
Tom, We're in the middle of the show. Literally filming right now.
I know, but you haven't reminded people to switch it up. You buy a selected jersey in the GMBN store and you get any pair of shorts half price, Martyn.
Tom, will you just do one? Just f*** off. Honestly, you're a f***ing pillock. Get the f*** out.
GMBN store. Switch it up.
Okay, the winner for our weekend ticket at the Global Bike Festival. Congratulations to Finja Hillman.
Yes.
Nice one. You got that ticket. Come see us.
Global Bike Festival with all the trimmings.
Yes,
love that. We also got some runners-up, though, who get tickets themselves.
Okay.
5 runners-up. We've got Dimitrios, Allimonos.
Yes.
Ellis, Vaughneckly, Sebastian, Fritz, Jaimie, Cattell, and Andrea, Havlena.
Sick. I look forward to
Names
meeting
on
you
the
all.
screen. Yeah, we'll see you at the Global Bike Festival. Fantastic. Right, should we carry on with the show? I'm starting to calm down.
I hope so, because you are a wild man. Hacks and Bodges!
Hacks and Bodges!
Hacks and Bodges!
Oh, yes! Love it. Straight in. We are giving away a stunt mug to the best hack or bodge this week. If you'd like to win a stunt mug, the way to do it is upload your pictures to the uploader. So that's what these guys have done. It's just down below.
It's linked down below.
There's a link down below.
Right, first up, who we got?
Moshi has sent in a KTM hardtail displayed on this rather nice upcycled wood.
Yeah.
Wood
He says, my 12-year-old son built this all by himself from wood he collected from all over.
That's pretty
I
cool.
mean, in fact, a 12-year-old, I was not making bike stands at 12 years old. So that's from Israel as well. That's well cool.
It actually looks really good, I think.
Yeah.
Looks really cool. It's
like
good.
that.
Like to see that. Simple, but it works. Next up,
Okay.
you might be thinking 3D printing, Rich. But
I
look
would be.
closer. Look closer. This is from Vincent in the Philippines. He basically wanted to get a little bit of frame protection in.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That's actually just a cut up inner tube. Look
Get
closely.
on.
Look, he's cut angles in it. That could be
Yes.
3D printed, couldn't it?
It looks like chamfered in. Shut the front door, Martyn.
And he's Velcroed it on.
That's clever. I do like
very
that's a
nice.
good bit of ingenuity. I like that a lot.
I like that one. That's maybe my favourite.
Oh, wow. What can I say?
Well,
Well,
look, this is called Hacks and Bodges, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
and-
it is called Bodges. This is from Tom. Basically, what I like about this story is Tom says he was riding along and his disc pads fell out. They just dropped out.
it fell out.
That's weird, isn't it?
It's not right.
It's really weird. But what I like is he found them and then he basically used these sticks to hold them in.
I mean,
It's pretty ghetto, that, isn't it?
it's very good. But I
There's
mean,
one
you know,
clear
it's
winner
like
this week, isn't there?
tidiness. Yeah, the disc.
No,
No.
there's a clear winner this week. I think it's definitely Vincent with his frame protection and his Velcroing.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
cool,
like
to be
that.
fair.
I like that because we could all do that on our bikes, and he's
don't
made
you-
it look very good.
Why don't you send a stunt mug his way,
I
Mark?
will do, on its way.
Oh!
Good catch there, good catch. Right, like we said, if you want to get involved in Hacks and Bodges, then send us your photos to the GMBN uploader, and you could be winning a stunt mug just like this one next week. Shall we give away?
Yes!
I can do it better than that. There we go.
The show will be back shortly.
Should we give away another stunt mug? Should we? Let's do it.
Okay, so
before we do though, Rich.
Yeah?
Last week's show, you'd have missed it because you were dying. Okay. But it was all about what does your bike say about you?
Okay.
And we had a brilliant comment,
gosh.
which I thought was really cool, actually. We had a brilliant comment from Alberto Gratakos, and he said, a canyon, you're part of the Galactic Empire, your other bike is a TIE fighter.
Okay, I like this.
E-bike, you're a member of the Rebel Alliance and a traitor.
Whoa!
Hardtail, Chewy, we're home. Like that one. Santa Cruz, Messer not think so. Titanium frame, this is the way.
Okay.
Orbea, impressive, most impressive, but you're not a Jedi yet. Oh, that's cute, isn't it? XC, when facing a technical trail, I have a bad feeling about this.
I like
It's a good
this is
hands
really
line.
good.
And gravel bike. If you've got a gravel bike, you're a Trekkie.
That's the best one at the end. I like that.
Brilliant. Great comment.
Nice.
Love that. Thank you, Alberto. Right, here's our photo from last week. Look at you, Rich.
Yeah,
Look at you.
It's a sorry state to be in, that,
What
I'm
really
still smiling.
I love it, and I really like our first Caption Contest entrance.
Can I read it?
Yeah, go on. From
So
Grant Welch.
Grant Welch. Neil's broken thumb landed him in an ambulance. Grant, I'm stoked you're an avid watcher.
It's so amazing, that is. It's Rich.
It's me.
It's Rich. And he hasn't broke his thumb.
No.
It's great. It's great. You might be winning. Sean Hricko, he says, if you think mountain biking can be dangerous, try sitting next to Martyn with a stunt mug in his hand.
Amen.
Ask Leo about that.
Yeah,
that boy's got a catch on him.
Mark C. Oz. Rich has taken the receding hairline particularly hard at times.
That was good.
It's not bad at all.
Speaking of hospital.
I was like, it took me that long. It was sort of a delayed onset that it took for it to set in.
Oh my God. And Chris Pike says, Rich had followed Neil's how to mountain bike course too closely. Too true. Too true. Well, Rich...
Well, no, there's more.
Oh, yes. Cornish Cactus came in with a great one right at the end. I liked that one. It was really good. Toff sickest thing of the week. That's actually, Cornish Cactus is always brilliant. It's amazing.
Can I choose the winner?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course.
Well, I mean, it's tough. These are all... I'm liking the receding hairline one because that's just well funny, but I think it's got to be Grant Welch. Neil's broken thumb landed him in
See if he can actually remember who you are by receiving a stunt mug.
Here you go,
from
Grant.
Him. Good, nice.
That
nice
was a
bounce,
solid
nice
bounce, isn't it? Yeah.
Did you know they're indestructible? They can't be broken.
That's because they're stunt mugs.
That's not true. They can't be broken.
Oh, dear. Right.
Left.
Up.
Down.
Awkward. Stunt mug.
I forget that every bloody
Jesus,
week.
I thought you were going to throw it.
Obviously, here's your caption photo for this week. Love it. You could be winning yourself a stunt. That guy next to my mug one more time. You could be winning yourself a stunt mug next week. Give it a try with a caption for that in the comment section down below. It's a great way to get involved with the show. And a bit of fun, isn't it? Bit of fun. Right, shall we have a look at some things we liked this week? We liked lots of things this week, but I tell you what, Chris Kyle out on his mountain bike. This guy's too good.
I love it. I love
so
the
good.
fusion
he's so
of the different disciplines.
I have met Chris Kyle and he's a really nice bloke, but he rides so good. Not many BMXers can transition across, but he's doing something pretty new. I love it.
I like it. BMXers often bring like a real different perspective and creativity to the mountain bike world, and I love that.
They do, and that brings us to the next thing we liked. We liked it from lots of places on
This
Instagram.
is right up my alley.
You must have seen some of it. Swamp Fest.
I love it.
Oh my God.
If I had a garden big enough, this has got me all over it.
Yeah, that crazy rail ride, that's Tam Ralston. We were looking at his Insta, Swamp Fest's Insta, of course. Aaron Ross, he was there.
Yeah.
He put up a great clip. It just looks like madness. We need an event like that.
Oh my goodness, could you imagine? I could actually, 100% could. Right, last but not least, Jackson Goldstone.
Oh, he's so fast.
As...
Is this kid, right? I'm just wondering, because he's really having a great... sort of
he's coming into his own, isn't he?
Intro to the season. It's his first elite season. Could he just rookie win it, do you think?
I think he could. I genuinely think he's got a good chance. If he's not, I would put him strongly in top 5.
I don't understand how he goes so fast. He's like this big.
He is very small.
He's so quick. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Gonna have to keep our eyes on him. He could be winning this year. Don't know.
You heard it here first, people.
Bike vote time! Ready, Rich?
Yes.
First one is from Ivan, 2021 Ragley Mbop. Nice colour, nice background. It's a good shot. Pedals at 3 o'clock. What do you think, Rich?
Mbop.
That's super nice.
Yep, that's cool.
Well done. Next up, we've got Screes.
What? There's a dog on it!
There is a dog on it.
There's a dog on this!
There is a dog on it. That's incredible.
A Rocky Mountain Instinct dog. From Serbia.
I guess we've got to get that.
And that guy, he's out for more than 24 hours, isn't he, looking like that?
He is. He's after your record. Next up is Reese's Sinister R9, and it is sinister.
From Wollongong, Australia. I'd never heard of Sinister, I'll be honest.
Do you know what? That bike, right? It looks like if you just raked the fork angle out a little bit, it might still be okay.
Yeah, if you put like an angle, it's obviously I don't want to say old school bike, but like it's pretty steep head angle. Look at that old school chain device. And is that a 3-piece crank on there, like a BMX crank as well?
I think it might be. Is that a 26? It is a 26.
It's 26. Because it's like old Mavic D521s or something.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'd say that's...
321.
Should we give it a super nice?
I think so, why not? Oh, just click super nice in the next one. Come on.
Oh, some doctor's been out.
Yeah. Dentist bonus come through. But it's good. Vincent, your Yeti SB16 with a triple clamp. I've got a lot of time for that.
Triple clamp on the front of that bike's a bit much.
It's hefty. You might have dropped it through a touch. We don't know. If it was me, I'd probably drop. If you drop the front to a 180, then
Okay.
Capable. I'll give you that.
It's nice. Very capable.
Very nice. Super nice, in fact.
Next up,
Dartmoor.
Dartmoor. A colourway.
Is he on Dartmoor?
Nice. Colourway's nice. Grips matching the cuffs or collar. What's that saying?
The curtains match the collars.
We should stop talking about this. But
it's
I like
a little prosthetic leg for me. No?
It really does look like... Now you've said it, I can't unsee it.
Oh, sorry, Michael.
Oh, Michael. What have you done?
I'm sorry.
You've ruined Michael's bike.
No. No.
Michael, I was
feel
about
mean
to say...
now.
You are mean, Rich.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ever since you've been ill, you've been cruel. I'm with you, Michael. I liked it.
Yeah, but is it nice or super nice?
Oh, it's only nice now. Next up, we've got Tom's Curtis XR29. Really?
Yeah, because I think I just like a handmade bike, and Curtis are down the road from me, and I think they're wicked.
Yeah, I know, but this isn't really about you know location, is it? It's more about the bike and that. Is this a nice bike or not?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because I just rung the bell.
Do you know what my first? Do you know what my son's first bike was?
A Curtis.
It was handmade, with his name stamped into the dropper. Yeah. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. So yes, of course it's a super.
Right, Martyn is a giant XTC Advanced 3 with a Fox Stepcast upgrade. I like it. Very good fork. Fox 32 Stepcast.
Sounds like a cool guy to me.
Yeah. No.
Nice.
Because it's the wrong side of your bicycle.
Yeah, Blake would go mental, wouldn't he? Blake would go mad.
You can't do that. You just can't do that.
It's got to be drive size.
It's got to be drive size. But it's a nice bike.
Next up is a Ivan's. Next one, Rich. Sorry, Ivan's 2022 Norco Torrent.
Cool,
nice hardtail, very steep seat angle. Good climber, I suspect.
From Lethbridge in Alberta, Canada. Out enjoying the hardtail on my local trails. Nice. Studded tyres.
Nice. Studded tyres? Whoa.
I mean, it's very snowy.
Whoa, don't drop onto that back tyre, will you?
That's mine!
Next up...
That's my bike!
It's Rich Payne's Oys in Arizona. Sadly, no rider present.
Or dog.
As yet not found. What do you think? I think it's
a super nice...
And a super nice effort for Rich there in the old...
He sounds like a stand-up guy. I am the coolest guy with the coolest photo.
So there. Right, shall we take a look at what's coming up on the channel this week? Okay, there's some big videos coming up this week, but there's obviously this one we've got to talk about, Rich.
What's that?
Your 24-hour race to doom and gloom.
No, Martyn,
no. Well, you weren't even grumpy about nearly dying.
I'm never grumpy. Actually, watch this. 24 hours in the Old Pueblo. The video is out on Sunday. It's pretty dramatic, I'm not going to lie. It's well worth a watch. What are you looking forward to?
The Great Escape. I love the title. Ooh. EMTB versus E-Gravel.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Have you ever bought anything cheap off Amazon?
Loads of times.
Really?
Loads of times, yeah.
Anything good, though? Anything mountain biking that's good?
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad.
Well, are there things out there? There's only one way to find out, and that's to stay tuned this week for that and a whole lot more of the good stuff.
Yes, lots of great videos coming up on GMBN. But that's it for this week. Rich, thank you for joining us. Glad you're still with us.
Yeah, thank you. Gosh,
I nearly wasn't.
I wasn't dying.
Nearly died.
I nearly died. Watch the video.
Watch the video.
No, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for watching too. Give us a like and a share. Until next week, it's goodbye from us.